Hey everybody, welcome back to the Broken Shifter Podcast. As always, I am Hurdon, joined by...
I'm Carbon. Oh.
And I'm Caboose.
And I'm still Hurdon. Alright, so we had a little bit of a kind of race thing that happened at Atlanta. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could do better than that. But anyways... We had one driver that kind of may have had a slightly better car than everybody else. And by slightly, I mean...
Slightly.
Phenomenally slightly. So, let's just dive right on into it. Caboose stage wins.
Stage winner, Havoc. Stage winner, Bad Brat. Race winner, Havoc.
Alright, so we had, shut up, Captain Giggles. Caboose started on the pole. Obviously, by far not the fastest car in the race. As 39 other drivers would probably agree with. And not even in the ballpark. Ryan Newman went out there and he was like, I'm going to win this race. And then just poof. Goodbye. He was gone.
About a 10-lap good car and then nothing.
He pulled a Larson at Sonoma.
So he decided it's Atlanta. He decided he wanted to drive as hard as possible immediately, and then completely forgot that this tire burns tracks. Or burns tracks, what the fuck? Tire burns tracks. You know what I meant.
The Outtakes reel is going to be great for this season of the Broken Shifter Podcast.
Anyways, back
Man,
to
them tires really
program.
burn them tracks up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, the tires try to kill India
no,
a few
by
years
all
back,
means,
so...
please carry on. Please carry on.
I mean, I guess it does. I guess the
I'm
tires do burn the track. They burn into the track. Just put rubber on it.
Well, it had been raining.
That's why Kevin Harvick finally started moving, because he was able to use that bottom line, because people started laying rubber down.
But it was all about Ryan Newman burning some tire or some tracks into the tires. And so that happened.
Into the wall.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So this was a fairly uneventful race, as we kind of expected. Kind of went for the fantasy league. Mediocre. Everybody was right within a couple points of each other. Yeah, what was I, like 5 points behind you?
I'll say everybody.
I beat you by 5. I beat you by 5,000 points last year. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, now I'm leading by 1 on the overall standings. Woo. Take a screenshot.
Yeah, I know.
I won Daytona, and now I'm in dead last. Just because of this one.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I've got a screenshot of last year's standings. So, if anyone would like a screenshot of last year's standings, I'd be more than welcome.
No. You want to know the worst part about it? Is the fact that I had nobody crash. It was just because they were all...
And still didn't finish first.
Exactly. Alright, so let's move on.
In case you haven't noticed, audience, we're just trying to add some fluff to extend the podcast so it's not just 5 minutes.
Yeah, because there's not a whole lot to talk about. So, Atlanta. So far, boring race of the year. This one's going to be
from the broadcast side.
It's from every side. Atlanta's going to be up there. This race was bad. This race was
everybody
really,
wanted that
really
from the
bad.
broadcast.
Everybody wanted that 90s racing where there's never really one leader.
Yeah.
One car having to make its way back up to the top.
There was a lot of really good racing, but they missed a bunch of it, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
The broadcast just didn't cover it.
But let's all get to the point of the fact that Kevin Harvick, by far, and I'm not even saying in the ballpark. This is like the T-Rex car that Jeff Gordon had at Charlotte years back. He dominated this fucking race. He went from the back to the front like it was nothing.
Can we
Kevin
say
Harvick
really surprised though? Can we really
he
say
had this
surprised?
race
'Cause
under
technically
control.
last year he did the same thing, but he got wrecked.
5 races in a row.
So he
As
didn't
of
end up winning.
currently,
Yeah,
as
but he
of
didn't
currently,
have that much of a dominant car. He had a dominant
he
car,
has
but not to that
dominated.
extent.
He has dominated 5 races in a row at Atlanta. He's good at Atlanta. We know he's good at Atlanta. We know he's good at Phoenix. We knew Kevin Harvick was going to be a top 5 car. We didn't expect him to come from the back of the pack and just whoop, bye.
He basically pulled what Truex did about 2 or 3 years back at Charlotte. That's how strong that car was.
Oh, yeah. Kevin Harvick's good at Atlanta. He's good at Phoenix. You know what you're going to get out of Harvick. You know what you're going to get out of some of the other drivers. Like when you're putting Dale Jr. in your lineup, you're expecting Daytona, Talladega, Martinsville, Bristol. That's what you're expecting out of Dale Jr. You're not expecting.
And then
anything
Sonoma
else.
comes around and you're like, what?
Yeah, and then Sonoma comes around and you're like, let me throw Dale Jr. in my Sonoma lineup. Yeah, exactly. But with Kevin Harvick, you know you're going to get Atlanta and you're going to get Phoenix. Those are 2 tracks. You know, with Jimmy Johnson and Casey Kane, you're going to get Charlotte. But it was just, it's too stereotypical. I would like to throw one thing in here. Ford dominance. It's nice to see Toyota out of the front and see another manufacturer. Albeit I wished it was Chevy with their new car. It's nice to see somebody else fucking goddamn getting up there. I'm tired of fucking JGR and Truex dominating.
Yep. But as I said in last week's podcast, or I was saying during the race actually, we're not going to see Chevrolet get better until later in the year, and I'm going to call my shot now. We're not going to see a bunch of competitive Chevys until 2 races after the West Coast swing. I think we're going to gradually see some Chevrolets start making their way forward, but we're not going to have a good amount of Chevrolets being really competitive until 2 races after the West Coast swing.
Chase has been pretty.
I was gonna say
Chase
Chase
has
was
been
up
pretty
there.
good.
He made the
Yeah,
top.
he was close. Larson
top
was up there as well.
And they were up there
but
the whole
2
race.
cars.
Pretty much. Well, Chase wasn't. Larson was.
Chevy was pretty much absent most of the race.
Well, we had Jimmy Johnson
Exactly.
who spun at the beginning of stage 2. He didn't take any damage, but he spun. So I don't know what the fuck he did.
Oh, he took damage from the tire.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did. That brought the first caution of the race out, which was right after one of the announcers had just got done saying this has been a fairly what was the word he used? I guess tame race or something. I don't remember the word he used specifically was, but
Calm race.
yeah, nothing's happened so far. There's been no caution, basically.
So we also had the return of Bad Brad.
Yeah,
Penske
stage
showed
2.
up. Yeah, Ford showed up in force. It wasn't just Brad. It wasn't just Joey. It was Ford in general. They showed up big time. Ford looks like a team beat this year, and they have made a big statement to start the year. Even Almirola.
I'm still
has
I'm
been
still
good,
call, I'm
and
still going with
he's
my call.
not. Almirola is not an elite driver. He's not there. But the equipment he's in with these Fords are fucking moving. So we got some Fords in there, and
Speaking of another Ford, Trevor Bayne. His blew up.
That's
like
an
29 laps to go?
understatement. He blew the fuck
The
up.
final stage.
And P.S. on
Yeah.
the Trevor Bain statement, I want to throw in a comment on the Trevor Bain thing. Is Roush Fenway car? Ricky Stenhouse had a good damn day, considering how
Top
bad
15 all day.
Roush. Yeah, considering how bad Roush has been all year, Ricky Stenhouse did not have a bad day. So, top 15 for Roush has been good lately because the last couple of years, it's the top 25 has been their like let's get there point. So, yeah, not bad, not bad. Good day for Roush Fenway, except for Trevor Bain.
Yeah.
And
Smoke
let's
screen across the entire track, and I'm pretty sure he. The rain was not. What
that was a
people
lot
believe. I
of
think it was
that
the
was a
smoke.
lot of smoke. Yeah.
But
Like
he
I said
actually,
during the race, he's
Oh,
auditioning
wow,
for
that
the
was
new
smooth.
James Bond role, and that's his car.
yeah, he actually ended up causing I think it was
Good
Daryl
gracious, man.
to rear end Stenhouse because he couldn't see and a spotter couldn't call it out.
It's one thing to say check up, like his spotter did. It's another thing to say check up, go left, or check up, go right. Spotter couldn't tell.
Yeah, but when I was gonna say when
And
they
it's
showed
just-
at first they were like, oh, I think the spotter's at fault here. It's like then they finally showed the view of it because it was for the longest time after that after Bane's motor blew. We were sitting there. We had no idea somebody got into an accident. All of a sudden they showed on pit road the cars driving down pit road, and it was like, oh, look at that, 2 cars did hit somebody because nobody knew. You couldn't see anything.
That smokescreen covered legitimately half of the track.
It was bad. It was really bad.
That was
Anyways,
the worst
we're
one
heading
I've
off.
seen in a long time.
We're heading off to Las Vegas next week, and we're gonna do our picks. Amp's not here this week, so it's just gonna be me, Carbon, and Caboose with picks.
Oh, I do have his picks actually. He
for-
messaged me them.
Okay, we can do that. We're gonna.
Let's go ahead and get that out of the way first, then.
Well,
We're gonna throw all the
check
picks
those
in
down.
there.
Okay,
I'm
we can do
doing.
that too, I
I'm.
guess.
Yeah,
So-
I'm doing my best to lose the fantasy league this year because I don't
sure
want to
you
get yelled at for destroying the fantasy league again.
Okay, so yeah, picks for Las Vegas. My main driver is going to be Mr. Martin Truex Jr. Because it's about the point where he started dominating. I think last year he took all 3 stages. And then my dark horse, I think is gonna be Logano. I think Logano classifies as a dark horse considering he didn't
He's been
officially
around
win
pretty
anything last
shit.
year. He won, but he didn't
Yeah.
officially win.
He didn't officially win one.
He kind of
That is
I pushed
not
that
a
out.
goddamn dark horse, but it's okay.
screw it. I'm taking him.
All
He hasn't
out.
won in at least 9-10 months. So
All right, Caboose, what you got for me?
I got Kyle Busch. Actually, no, I'm going to go with Kurt Busch. I rephrase that. I'm going to go with Kurt Busch. And then my dark horse is Amorella.
Amarillo's been doing
If,
good.
Alright.
if SHR can bring a car like what they did to Atlanta to Vegas,
Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
yeah. Amp
All right,
has
all right,
Kyle
well,
Larson
I'm
and Chase
gonna-
Elliott. So you know.
Am I allowed to have my picks?
Yep.
Or have they
I'm
been
going in order,
removed?
just like we always do. This is the order.
Yeah, but I want to go.
Then
Go
you
ahead.
go.
All right. So, since we're doing the dark horses that way, I'm picking one Kyle Busch as the winner, and my dark horse is going to be somebody who has not won in over a year. It's going to be one Kurt Busch.
alright.
So, everybody's got their picks in for next week. And we'll see if I win the fantasy league by a clear mile this year or not, but probably not.
Not gonna happen.
Oh,
Not a
can I
5.
add one thing real quick?
Not with the new system. No. They've fucked me. Now.
Sorry if I add one thing real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Very good performance for the LFR guys. Casey Kane had a top 15 car, but he struggled a lot at the beginning, so he stayed 20th or better for most of the race. That's a big improvement for that team.
Yeah, he did.
The JCD Daughtry team, also.
They're running pretty solid
Allmendinger
too,
and Allmendinger and Busher. Solid cars. Top 15 for most of the race. And Chris Busher, obviously the better driver between him and Allmendinger. So, yeah. All right. Well, hey, this has been the Broken Shifter podcast.
Very messy one, but yep.
And we're missing one this week. But, as
Blame me after
always,
throw us-
I'm Hurdon.
Throw us out of his groove. Or out of our groove.
Well, I'm still Hurdon.
I'm still Carbon.
I think I'm Caboose.
And the amp is dead to us.
And we'll see you next week.